Only 20 minutes to cover 220 meters. With no safety ropes, Oleg Aksionov, known as Dexter on the internet, storms a radio station in Elektrostal, a city not far from Moscow.
Okay, here we go.
He is most likely to establish a new record. Two friends of Oleg follow him with no safety ropes either. They're Yevgeny Basilyaev, whose online name is Basik, and Azat, the youngest of the three. Oleg Aksionov conquers the summit even quicker than he expected, in just 15 minutes. They've never trained as professional rescuers. They've never even completed a course for urban climbers. Dexter, Basik and Azat are extreme sportsmen, explorers of urban roofs. This is their third ascent. There at the top, they took the footage which made the British Daily Mail call them crazy Russians. A 5-minute video made them true internet celebrities. They received more than 1 million views over the first week alone.
I don't think there's anything a person cannot do. Those who can't do something may think it is impossible. We simply love it. We develop our abilities and I adjust myself to extreme situations so that I can perform these acts. I always test myself in terms of what I am capable of.
All three live in towns close to Moscow. Dexter lives in Lyubotsy, Azat in Elektrostal, and Basik has to travel from Sholkovo 3. Sholkovo is a small town near Moscow without much to do. Young people spend their free time here at sports bars or in the yards of apartment blocks. They discuss the latest news while sipping their drinks. As for Yevgeny Basilyaev, he'd rather do urban extreme sports like parkour or urban climbing.
Oh, hello, finally. How are you? Why didn't you call me?
Yeah, I called.
It was me that called you. I've been worrying.
Vera, Yevgeny's mother, knows about her son's extreme hobby. She knows he just climbed the radio station tower, but she can't ban him from taking risks.
I hear what he says, but I can understand him only when I fully realize what he says and accept it. I haven't accepted it, and I can't understand it. I cannot stand in his shoes.
Vera is divorced and the family's only breadwinner. She works at a local hospital, 7 days on, 7 off. There's no one to look after her children. She says that doing extreme sports is better than hanging around with the wrong crowd, drinking and taking drugs.
If you talk about this small village, there's absolutely nothing here at all. There are no places to go and nothing to do, so thank God he has found his way, and this is a good way. That's why I feel okay about my son, and about his life too.
Yevgeny shows his mother their best-known video with their stunts at height. He was honest with his mother about what he was doing and called her from the site. However, she only sees how high and how dangerous it was now.
Awful. It's just awful. Look, it's awful. Just a nightmare.
It's as easy as ABC. He can squat on one leg 130 times.
Yeah, is it easy when the wind is knocking you down? The wind is knocking you down.
The wind is balancing us. The balance is good. It's no problem. It's easy.
You see, I try to say something to him and he always fights me.
Well, don't worry, Mom.
The video starts with a warning. Do not try to repeat these stunts. You're putting your life at risk. However, just a few weeks later, another group without any physical training decide to repeat the feat of Dexter, Basik and Azat at the same tower.
Kirill, why on earth do you want to do it? Kirill!
Imagine what level of adrenaline he's got right now.
He's standing up.
I want to have your babies, Alexei.
We are now very high above the ground, and he does not care at all.
Such videos on the web have been called provocative. Urban climbers compete with each other to try to take on more dangerous ascents, to beat each other's videos for numbers of views.
Hello, we're going to climb this tower. Vadim and Lev have joined me. Hi, we've climbed very, very high. And here's Vadim.
Get me the f off this thing!
Hi again. We did it. Look at Vadim. This is the very top of the tower of the thermal power station. It's the highest point. Look how high we've climbed. It's awesome. Our adrenaline is surging.
This is a video from Udmurtia. And this is Volkonskaya thermal power station in Leningrad region. Several climbers somehow made it to the top of the concrete smokestack.
1, 2, 3!
Famous Moscow climbers Vitaly Raskalov and Kirill Shutin have traveled 8,000 kilometers expressly to conquer the highest cable-stayed bridge in Russia. When they were finally caught by the police, they were at first mistaken for terrorists.
Here is the bridge to Ruski Island, 350 meters high. It is one of the tallest structures in Russia. It is insanely high. There is nothing higher than this bridge.
Just conquering heights is not enough for them anymore. They want to climb at heightened security locations where no one but they can get. This is Moscow City, a complex of high-rise buildings. They managed to bypass the security guards and made their way up to a construction crane.
We climbed on the crane boom. It was dawn, 6 in the morning. We were climbing this boom. Somebody roasted popcorn in the crane booth. There was a microwave oven and a kettle there. So we had some tea, ate some instant noodles. It was like kind of a picnic up on the roof.
When Vitaly and Kirill gave their videos to the construction company as evidence of the poor security, they were offered jobs. Now they take bird's-eye panorama pictures of Moscow. They're used to advertise Moscow City.
I like going to new facilities where I have to find a way to get by the security guards, to see where the closed-circuit televisions are, how the alarm works, and the most exciting part of all is when you manage to make your way in, they see you, but then you run away, and they don't catch you. That's the coolest part.
Psychologist Alexander Tesla's office is also located inside a Moscow skyscraper. He's been studying youth trends for some time. According to Tesla, extreme sports, and particularly urban climbing, is a hobby of young people from the outskirts. They commonly come from low-income families. Sports clubs are expensive, and conquering city heights is often the only way for these young people to assert themselves.
They want adrenaline. They want people to talk about them. They want to be seen on YouTube. And people are ready to do anything for this, both boys and girls, because their life is boring and social mobility is poor in Russia.
Russian urban climbers hit the headlines after this video. No one had known Moscow student Artyom Pernyazov until he climbed the steeple of one of Stalin's skyscrapers and filmed a video that he then called Reach for the Stars. The video horrified its viewers. With no safety ropes, he climbed up the steeple and reached the star on it, located 175 meters above the ground.
F yeah! The red gates are open!
He later made an even more extreme video in winter when he reached for another star at the famous Kotelnicheskaya embankment building. And for climbers, these are the most prestigious buildings in terms of their height, complexity and security. Artyom has reached 5 of the 7 stars. After World War II, Stalin ordered 7 high-rise buildings with spires and stars as a symbol of the country's victory. Today, they are one of the main symbols of Moscow. Urban climbers also conquered Moscow's highest spire on top of the state university. Their photo report posted on the web showed that the risk was worth it. Looking at the world from the top has become a fashionable trend. Moscow is seeing a high-rise building boom, with costs per square metre reaching 20,000 euros. High-altitude restaurants are being opened. Elisa Krylova, Mrs. World 2011, also loves height and extreme sports. She eats only in elite high-rise restaurants. And she also stages photo shoots here and then posts them on her website. She is an extreme driving instructor. She's bungee jumped and skydived. However, she says that urban climbing is beyond her. Quite recently, several people died after they fell down from tall buildings.
When someone browses the internet and sees someone else jumping from rooftops, he can't but feel that they're cool and famous. They get so many views. Of course he wants to repeat this stunt because it seems to be a real feat for him since he has nothing better to do. But this is not right. Absolutely not. You should try to find yourself some other way.
Bungee jumping, a dream for any extreme sports lover. For a student of a pedagogical institute, Marina Bezrukova, this is her 32nd jump. That's how she tries to fight her fear of heights.
I do all this stuff for the sake of new experiences. When a person overcomes his fear, he crosses the line that seemed to be impossible to cross, and he learns something new about himself. He discovers the qualities in himself he was unaware of.
Bungee jumping from a tower helped her fulfill her dream, to walk on a ledge 31 floors up. She had an eye on this skyscraper long ago, but